Welcome back to 556 Media. We are not in the shop. In fact, we are in my truck. And the reason why we are in my truck is to talk about mobile communication systems. So whether you have a truck, a car, ATV, motorcycle, it doesn't matter. And you need a means and a way to receive information or transmit information in case of necessity or emergency. Here's what I do. Let's get into it.
I remember a senator once asked me, when we talk about CIA, why we never use the word "the" in front of it. And I asked him, do you put the word "the" in front of God?
All right, so real quick, we have your AM/FM or satellite radio receiver. In this case, it's both. Don't worry about the smudges. It's a touch screen. I'm busy. So as you can see, this is XM, Sirius XM. So it's satellite, or you can switch over to your traditional AM/FM channels to receive information, emergency information, general traffic information, things like that. That's part one. Welcome to part two, the cell phone. Current, modern, old, new, old. Smartphone, flip phone. Yes, that is a real still working flip phone. Regardless, most people these days rely on their cell phones for communication purposes to receive and transmit information. However, cell phones go down. Cell phone service goes down. It just happened not long ago that the entire T-Mobile network went down. Other services went down for many hours during the day. So remember, these don't always work. They're transmitted tower to tower via satellite, things like that. Technically, these are also radios, so you have to be aware of that fact because science. Anyway, you can't always rely on your modern or old cell phones because, yes, they are handy. They're easy to carry around, use, receive, and transmit information, but they don't always work. Let's go on to part three. So part one, we covered your standard AM/FM radio, your Sirius XM, your satellite radio system, whatever you may have, your cell phone system. Let's talk about the good old-fashioned CB radio. Yes, they still exist. They still work. If your radio, your cell phones don't work, your CB probably still will. So have it. Have one in your car. Have one in your truck. I have one on my truck. So now I have one mean of receiving information, a second mean of receiving information, also transmitting information. I have a third means of receiving information and a second means of transmitting information. Kind of cool. You see where we're going with this? Part 4, Chapter 4, which is it? You tell me, of this video. Anyway, a portable radio. So I also have a portable radio in my truck. So we have the AM/FM satellite radio, we have the cell phones, we have the CB radio, and now we have a portable two-way radio. Two-way meaning receive and transmit information, communication. This is a Baofeng, however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. They're Chinese made, they're cheap, but they work. They work very well. And yes, I do have an FCC license to operate on certain channels and frequencies. However, you don't need a license to own one or to use one under emergency circumstances. So as you can see, It's a tiny little radio. You can either program the frequencies that you want to transmit or receive on, or both. You can listen to weather, fire, rescue, EMS, police, or just talk to your friend or family member or whoever you want to talk to that has another one. Doesn't have to be the same make and model radio, but that can communicate to you on the same frequency. Lots of options, very programmable, very portable. I can charge this in my truck. I can charge it at home. I can use it without a battery, with a battery, doesn't matter. I can add a larger antenna if I want to. I can hold it in my hand. I can mount it in my truck or car or wherever I wanted to, whatever I so desire. Either way, this is a very viable option to have as a backup communication system for receiving and transmitting information. So these are the 4 types of ways and means I have in my truck to receive and communicate information. So thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. In the comment section below, let me know what means of communication you have, especially if your landline, your cell phone, your internet go out. What do you use? Catch you on the next one.